The battle born of the gods battle the Horde challenge deck has returned for the debut of Cake or Death. Regardless if Cake or Death wins or not, this is the last time you're going to see this box and those cards on this channel. They're being retired after this day. When I get to Phase 2, the challenge deck is going to be replaced by another Horde deck. With that said, so turn 1 I'm playing a Plains because I can't play the Karoo because I need to bounce a Plains back to my hand. Atheros, God of Passage, is now in play. He is an enchantment unless my devotion to white and black is higher than 7, or is 7 or higher. But as an enchantment, whenever one of my creatures dies, it goes back to my hand, unless any opponent pays 3 life. The Horde doesn't pay 3 life, because the Horde doesn't have life, so it would just go back to my hand. Once it's a creature, it's a 5/4 indestructible. But it's an enchantment right now. So I can't do diddly squat, so it's the Horde's first turn. Okay, so that card gives all Minotaurs first strike till end of turn, and that card deals 3 damage to all creatures. So nothing happens. My turn. I'm gonna play the Karoo. Bounce this land back. I need another land. It's the Horde's turn. A 2/1 and a 2/2. I got no blocker, so I take 4. I'm playing a Stuffy Doll. And what do you know? I'm gonna pick the challenge deck. So whenever Stuffy Doll takes damage, target player that it is targeting takes that much damage. And then you could tap it to do all the damage to itself. I can tap Stuffy Doll to ping it, and then that damage would go to the Horde, and they would mill for 1. So anyway, I at least have a blocker for 1 Horde. It's their turn. Okay, so that's a 3/2, and that's a 2/2. Obviously, the 3/2 is going to get blocked by my Stuffy Doll, which means that the Horde mills 3 life, which is a 5/4. And then I take that 6 damage. But anyway, Horde's turn. Morgus's Chosen comes in tapped. And then there's a 2/3. That 3/3, of course, could get blocked by Stuffy Doll. And that's 9 damage that I have to take. It's my turn. This ain't going good. I play a Hex. Destroy 6 target creatures. That's wonderful. And then I'm going to play a Plains. A Horde's turn. So it's a 2/2, and that enchantment, that artifact, makes it so 3 cards are drawn on the Horde's turn now. And that 2/2 is going to get blocked by my Stuffy Doll, so they take 2 life. And it's my turn. I'm playing Seraph of the Scales. It's 4/3 flying. Pay a Plains. If it gets Vigilance, I play a Swamp, and it's Death Touch. I play a Swamp and it gains Death Touch on the turn. But it has Afterlife too. So when it dies, I'll get 2 1/1 white and black spirit tokens with flying. So I finally get an attacker. It don't have haste, and I'm gonna need to block, so it's the Horde's turn. The Horde is playing Touch the Horn God, so they all have Death Touch until end of turn. So that 3/2, which has Death Touch, it's blocked by my Indestructible. So they take 3 damage. Seraph is gonna block that too. They both die. And I take 2 damage. I now have 2 1/1 spirit tokens. I'm playing a Hexmark's Destroyer. It can't be blocked. It can't be blocked except by 6 or more creatures. And it has Unearth, and it's a 6/6. I'm not attacking. I'm very low in life, and I don't have a hope of winning really. Horse turn. Okay, that's a 4/1. That 4/1 at the end of the turn, it dies. Those are 3/2s, a 3/2 and a 2/2. The 4/1's gonna get blocked by my Stuffy Doll, which means the Horde takes 4 damage. Because this is the challenge deck is the precursor to the Horde, so there's some differences in it. In case you don't remember, The artifacts in this deck, this one specifically says that when it goes into the graveyard from anywhere, which means milling, if it goes to the graveyard from anywhere, each player returns a creature card from their graveyard. The challenge deck does not count as a player, though. So that means Seraph of the Scales is back in play. However, I don't think she would be in play yet because this attacking phase hasn't resolved. Okay, so she's in limbo right now. So 6/6 are going to block the 3/2. Those two 1/1 spirit tokens are going to block those 3/2. And then I take 2 damage. Now it's the end of the combat. That dies. And Seraph comes into play because of the thing. A Bloody Swamp. And well, I'm going to play a Debtor's Kneel. And on my upkeep, I get to put a creature card into the grave from any graveyard into play under my control. That just made him a creature. So my indestructible commander is now in play. Again, I'm very low in life, so I'm gonna let the Horde go. It's a 2/2, a 2/3, and a 3/2. And the 3/2 is going to get blocked by Stuffy Doll. The 2/3 is going to get blocked by that thing. That's going to get blocked by my commander. That's going to get blocked by Seraph of the Scales. And I take 5 damage. Because of Debtor's Kneel, I'm bringing out that 4/1 that dies at the end of the turn. Clearly I'm going to attack with it. Page 7. Angel of Despair. When it comes into play, destroy target permanent. It's a 5/5 flying, by the way. So I'm going to destroy that permanent. And when this goes in the graveyard from anywhere, each player gains 5 life. Again, the Horde is not a player. I am. So I just gained 5 life. Tap into Plains to give Seraph of the Scales Vigilance. And that's attacking as well. One of the cards is one of those artifacts. So when this one goes in the graveyard, each player draws a card. The card I drew was a Sunblast Angel. Okay, that 5/4 comes into play tapped, and that's a 3/2. And all 3 of them are going to run into creatures that are bigger than them. Not the Stuffy Doll. I'm just going to flat out kill them all. And on their end step, I'm going to tap Stuffy Doll to deal Stuffy Doll 1 point of damage. I should have been doing this a lot. I should have been doing that a lot earlier. And they got to take a damage. On my upkeep, Debtor's Kneel over here has brought in the Minotaur version of a Lightning Ball. Yeah, why not? I'm just going to play the Sunblast Angel. When it comes into play, destroy all tapped creatures, which is that. I'm going to tap Stuffy Doll to deal them a point of damage. I'm paying that to give Seraph Vigilance. And I'm attacking with everything. The next card, when it goes into the graveyard from anywhere, this artifact makes the Horde, the challenge deck, mill 7 cards. Which is irrelevant because they're dead. But then this one makes me gain 5 life. Then I get to draw a card. So, that's the end of the game. That's the end of that deck. Thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Give the video a like if you liked it. Leave any comments. Give me your thoughts. Do you think they should have made more of these? Because there's only 3 of them. This was the only one I could find for a decent price. However, when I was looking for them, they were out of print for like 6 months or something like that. Because I don't follow Wizards of the Coast. I don't get involved in any of the stuff they're doing with their spoilers. So I just play the game. I don't care about the stories. And unfortunately, because of that, I completely missed this when it was introduced, because I would have bought the other 2 decks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.